Hey everyone, it's Carolisa here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're coming over Hobby Lobby to see what's new and what we can find for year-round decor and also spring decor. So let's get into this shopping video. Alright, and our first stop is at the floral section, and here we have the popular picks for spring and such a large variety of florals for seasonal decor and also year-round decor. But at the first sight, I love this beautiful baby breath, but also you can find these cosmos stem flowers, and they are definitely one of my favorites to add for the spring, and they are so realistic and perfect to bring that wispy and subtle delicate look to your spring decor. And these cosmos stem flowers are coming in 3 different colors: the bright white, the off-white, and then this beautiful mauve color. I like to combine this mauve color with the off-white ones just because to create a more soft and subtle arrangement for the spring. And I also like hydrangeas, and this mauve hydrangeas would be also a perfect addition for spring with those pastel colors. Alright, and coming at the other side, look at these magnolias. I think they are new. I don't remember seeing this the last year, and they are very large and they are $12.99 the price. So if you are also looking for year-round stems, you can also find these olive stems, and I like the olive berries are brown because I think you can add that warm tones, those subtle warm tones to your decor. And these olive stems are for $9.99, $10 for each one of them. And then at the other side, continuing our floral tour, I found these gorgeous long hydrangeas, and I think, in my opinion, they would be better for a summer arrangement decor because of the brighter white and limey green undertone. And you can see hydrangeas start to blooming like this at the late spring and early summertime. And I found this type of more skinny stems, and I think would be pretty for spring because of the small buds on the stems. And I wanted to show you the ones I showed you before and this together. I think both may be a good match just to bring that variety of blooming faces. And I found this other style of magnolias. It's coming with more flowers, or I would say with buds and a complete open flower. But don't forget that you can get the 40% off on all the stems on specific time. So make sure you are on that time where the stems are in discount. And I've seen in some designer websites using this type of long wispy stems or branches, and I like the wild sparse look that reminds me to the forest, and also the very early spring when you can see branches like this with tiny sprouting leaves. And coming to this area, I saw this black vase, and I really like the shape and the handles. I think the handles help automatically to elevate the look of any vase, and I have seen in some designer websites like Pottery Barn styling and selling very similar to this one. Alright, and we are coming now to this island that it's my favorite. It's where you can find such a variety of vases. And the first one I'm loving already is this beautiful kind of rustic vintage vase. And the price of this one is for $32.99, $33, and it's that small one. But I really love the look of this one, and this is a piece that for sure is coming home with me. There's also a larger version, and I would love having both, but the price of this one is $61.99, $62, and I think I'm okay with the smaller one. And this terracotta vase features a beautiful shape and a more artistic kind of look, like a handmade look. I love this one, but I'm not sure about the color. I think it doesn't fit my earthy color palette, but you can always DIY this one and paint these vases with affordable acrylic paint. So I'm thinking about this. And this vase is like a charcoal shade of black, and the narrow mouth of this one make this vase very easy to style even without adding any stem. And this next one is one of my favorite pieces, and I've been thinking on bringing it home. Overall, for seasons like spring, since it's like a picture design and you can add some beautiful flowers for spring, or you can style it as a jar complementing your decor. And then I already have this kind of graphite one at home, and it's a larger size, and I did recently style it for my home refresh decor, but this small one is for $39.99. $32 for the small one is a good price considering that it's a very high-end looking, and it's also a kind of a vintage distressed rustic look. And oh wow, and then look at these beautiful terracotta vases. They look like vintage and potentially Turkish olive jars. Olive jars are very popular and also expensive, and this one has that same look. You can perfectly DIY these vases and turning it in a Turkish olive jar, but I love this earthy soft brown, and this is one I would love taken home. And then there's this oversized black vase slash pot, reminds me to the ones I've seen in designer website styling, and this is a statement piece to create beautiful arrangements if you have enough quantity of flowers to fill this vase, because it's a wide mouth. And I like these vases for a more coastal or French country style, and the blue of this one, I would say it's more like a turquoise, and the soft brown at the bottom, it's really beautiful and add that organic earthy look. The price of the large one is for $60, and for the smaller one it's $45. But then considering a 50% off if you are coming in a week including vases in that discount. And then right across the vases aisle you will find table decor, and this plate slash bowl, it's like a clay texture, and look and really like this one, and because of the neutral color you can add some bowl fillers and they will stand out. And you can find also wooden options for bowls, and I like the wrap details on the handles with the jute core that this bowl features, and this one would be perfect at the kitchen to add some seasonal fruit. And this wooden bowl reminds me to the one I saw in a designer website for over $100, and you can take this one with less that price and even with discount. then we are coming over to the canvas and wall art aisle, and I found these new designs and I'm so impressed how beautiful they are. Very moody and vintage art inspired. And this one at the bottom is coming with glass, so was a bit difficult to show you the art inside because of the reflection, but it's a very beautiful one. I think this one is for $35 or $36. But look at this beautiful moody floral tapestry wall art. I really like this one, and textile source art like this could be really expensive, and designer sites like, for example, Magnolia selling a similar to this one for over $200, and you can have this one for just $35, which is such a steal. And I also found this beautiful vintage look framed wall art, and these are so charming, and they also would be perfect through the spring to a fall decor. And I also spotted these other smaller options for vintage look wall art, and these smaller ones would be perfect for nightstands, decor, kitchen counters because of the small size, but still bringing that charming old world look and vibes. And I really love this small one, and I think this is one of the pieces that I'm going to be bringing home. And the frame, it's a beautiful warm wood, and the floral art paint, it's also really beautiful, using more neutral colors and subtle colors, going well in every space, and I would say for every season, just because it's more like a year-round decor. But not only the paint but also the wooden frame, it's beautiful. And I quickly came to the planter sections, and I was seeing some prices, and I think they are way overpriced considering all of them are made of plastic and not natural materials, but at least you can consider a 40% off for all the spring collection. And continuing with the spring items, you can find these pretty woven trays baskets, and they would be perfect for an outdoor patio or porch table setting for those spring or summer days. I think would be really beautiful adding some decor or fruit while you are spending family meals time outside. And this is such an adorable picnic basket. It's very large, and I love the plaid fabric linen, perfect for picnic days in spring or summertime. And coming over at the natural woven baskets, I found this beautiful, adorable small basket, and I can imagine styling this one, adding some flowers like this cosmos I'm going to be adding right now, and then putting it on a bench at a entryway or console table. I was very tempted to bring this home and adding some flowers for a beautiful spring arrangement. So this one is for $17. Alright, and we are back home, and I just wanted to show you what I got from Hobby Lobby and my finds. And the first piece that I wanted to show you is this beautiful black vase. This is the small one, But something that I really love about this is this rich amount of textures and visual interest, and all of this distressed brownish accent that make this piece look like a vintage kind of old world rustic look. And I love that. I love adding rustic pieces to my decor as a vintage decor, and definitely this would be one of those. And as you can notice in my home, there's many white areas, and I need to add elements that bring contrast, and definitely this would be one of those pieces that are really useful to bring and make contrast in. And I wanted to show you some ways and areas to style this vase by adding some flowers. And this time I wanted to add this beautiful cosmos, and I love how beautifully the mauve color of the flowers match with the brownish distress effect on the vase. And because of the narrow mouth, you just would need a few of the stems to highlight from the vase. And I also wanted to try styling it on my nightstand, and I think it's bringing the warmth, rustic and contrast element the space needs against the white furniture. But also I wanted to try it at our living room on the countertop, and wow, I think it looks stunning here at this side and match absolutely perfect along with the Moody Trees canvas art by Studio McGee. Alright, and the next piece is this beautiful vase, and a little bit heavy but very rustic, and I like the fact that colors combination, because green and browns are earthy colors, and it's something that I'm definitely looking for my decor. And this is like a more grayish green, or I would say more like a sage green, that it's also going perfect for spring. And this combination with this light brown, that I would say it is more like a golden brown, that make this piece look very whimsical. And I wanted to style this vase as a utensil holder, and this was my main idea when I saw this one, but mainly because of the white mouth, perfect for that purpose. But now that I'm watching the video styling this vase in this way, I'm doubting that the color not fitting quite well with my ideal color palette decor. So because I think that green it's turning a little bit weird, so I'm rethinking if keeping this one or returning it and looking something else for my utensils. Then I try as adding some flowers, but I still am thinking that the green color is turning weird. Alright, and the next piece that I got was this beautiful hanging basket. It is a woven basket, and I love the fact that it's made of organic and natural materials. It's not plastic, it's natural material. And at the time I was doing my shopping video, all the wall decor was at 50% off, so I decided to bring it because I was looking for one of these for so long. But all the time that I went to Hobby Lobby, I just didn't decide, or it was not at 50% off. So this time I decided to go for it, and the price is $27.99, but with the 50% off was at $13.99, $14. I think it is a great price considering that it's a natural material, and I love the warm brown of this one. It looks lighter than actually is, but you can see here it is really beautiful. I'm thinking for a specific place for this one that I'm going to be trying probably in my spring decorating video. But yes, I love this one. It's so pretty, and I'm gonna be see what can I do with this. But for now, I just wanted to show you some ideas to style this woven basket by adding some greenery or flowers or stems. And this type of hanging baskets are perfect to hang on any empty wall or narrow walls like this one at our entryway hallway behind the living room. I wanted to add different type of stems so you can have an idea and decide your best styling. The first one, I just added some sprays, and then I added this hydrangea. But definitely you are gonna see in a few seconds my favorite one was this one by just adding a single stem. And I love the wispy and delicate look of this one, but at the same time looking very wild and woodsy. Like this one would be my best styling. Alright, my friends, and that is for today's video. I hope that you enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. If you are ready, please don't forget to subscribe, and see you in my next video.